and welcome to the KS2 coordination session. Today's session is going to be led by myself, Miss Whitehead. It's also going to have Mr. Beasley, and Mr. Morris will be involved. He's just on camera at the moment. Okay, the first thing that we're going to need is the equipment. Okay, the equipment today, we're going to need a basket or a box, doesn't matter what size. You're going to need 3 pairs of socks. You're going to need a cushion, doesn't matter what size, or anything that we can use as a target. We're going to use an object that you can strike with. I've got a frying pan, I've also got some hairspray, and 3 objects that are different colours. I've just found some container lids. They're all 4 colours, red, yellow, blue and green. Okay, in the first part of the session, I'm going to give you 1 minute to go and get that equipment. Okay, coordination is all about hand-eye coordination, it can be feet-eye coordination, and it can also be using an object or using your hand to strike an object. We're going to have our warm-up session. The warm-up is going to be based around jumping, okay, coordinating your feet and being able to balance on that landing, like we did last week on our balancing session. I'm going to lead the warm-up, and Mr. Beasley is going to be demonstrating the warm-up. We're going to need your 4 coloured items for this. So I'm going to put my 4 coloured items out on the floor. Doesn't matter where they are. Okay. I want you to remember 4 numbers. And each number has got a different skill. Number 1, you are going to land on 1 foot and jump from 1 foot. It can be same foot like Mr. Beasley was doing, like a hop, or it can be 1 foot to your opposite foot, which is more like a big long stride. Number 2, you are going to start on 2 feet and land on 1 foot. Number 3, you are going to start on 1 foot and land on 2 feet. And number 4, you are going to start on 2 feet and land on 2 feet. So that's a bog standard jump. Okay? You are going to be moving around the area that you've set. Are you ready, Mr. Beasley?
Yep.
Off you go. Moving around wherever you feel fit, and green. Oh, well done. And 1. Well done. Great hop, Mr. Beasley. Great control. 2. Fantastic. 3. 4. Fantastic. And stop there, Mr. Beasley, please. Okay, now I'm going to introduce the colours that are on the floor. I did start off with the colours, but I forgot about telling you about them. Okay, so when he's moving around, I will ask him to do one of the numbers, and then I might shout out a colour. You're going to touch that colour with either your hand or your foot, whichever you feel most comfortable with, Mr. Beasley. Are you ready? Yeah. Jogging around, and 3. Well done, 1 foot to 2 foot. Green. Fantastic, but really fast, well done. 4. Well done. Yellow. Great transfer of weight there, Mr. Beasley. Green. 3. Fantastic. And just wait there, Mr. Beasley. Okay. Mr. Beasley's really confident in his hopping ability, so he's going from 1 foot to the same foot. So I would like now, when you're doing your 1 foot to 1 foot, can you change to your alternate feet? So we're going to be landing on either our weaker foot or our stronger foot. Okay? Okay, when you're moving around, can we now try side stepping? Are you ready? Off you go. 1 to 1. Number 1. Fantastic, good control. Blue. Well done. Super. Okay, and stop there. Okay, you can progress that as much as you want. Change the way you're moving around. Change the colours that you are doing. You might want to touch it with your knee. You might want to touch it with your elbow. A bit like what we did in Monday's session. Okay, the first skill that we are going to be doing now is going to be led by Mr. Morris. Mr. Morris is going to be leading the target throw. For this, you're going to need your basket and 3 of your colours, so you know where you're going to be throwing from, and 3 socks. Over to you, Mr. Morris.
Okay, right guys, so we're going to be looking at the first of our 3 skills, okay, for coordination. Okay, the first one, okay, is going to be hand-eye coordination, and we're going to be looking at target throwing. Okay, now for this one, as Miss Leanne said, we need our basket, our 3 stations, okay, and 3 socks. Okay, so we're going to start at the first station. Okay, Miss Leanne is going to start off with an underarm throw. She's going to try and score the socks into the basket. Okay, you can make this a bit competitive at home. Okay, with the people in your household. Okay, let's see who can get the best score. Okay, but to start off with, we're just going to go underarm. Okay, off we go. That's 1, 2, 3. Well done, Miss Leanne. Okay, so go and collect your socks. We'll move on to the next one now. Okay, the next one is going to be an overarm throw. Okay, and while you're doing this at home, I want you to think about, okay, which sports, okay, would you introduce an underarm throw? Which sports would you use an overarm throw? Okay, so for the next one, we're going to go overarm. Let's see if she can get it in the basket. Oh, 0 for 2. 1 for 3. Okay, now grabbing her socks, she's going to move on to the final station. Okay, she's going to do a trick shot. Make it a little bit harder now. Okay, it's completely up to you. You can go around the back, you can go over your head, you can go through your legs. It's completely up to you. Okay, let's see if Miss Leanne, she's going to go through her legs backwards. Oh, wow, what a shot. 1. Oh, 1 for 3. Well done. Good try. Now, right now, we're going to make it a bit of a competition. Okay. Post your scores at home, okay, in the comment section. Let's see how many you can score. We're going to give Miss Leanne 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds, okay. Mr. Beasley is on hand with the timer. Are you ready, Miss Leanne?
I'm ready.
So the first one, remember, underarm, overarm, and then your trick shot from here. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! That's 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Moving on to the next one. Overarm, 1, 2, 3, 6 for 6, last one.
10 seconds to go.
1, 2, oh, unlucky.
Going.
6 for 9, she's still going. 1, 2, 3, oh, well done. So, Miss Leanne scored, was it 9? 9 out of 12. 9 out of 12, well done. Okay, so comment below, okay, what your score was. Okay. Remember, we can make this harder. You can make the target smaller, so maybe a smaller basket, or you can even push, okay, our stations further away, so you're throwing, okay, longer. Okay, at the end of the video, okay, we're going to ask again, okay, where we can use these skills, okay, and what specific sports you might use them in. Okay, so we're going to move on to Mr. Beasley's going to look at our second skill, okay, which is going to be kicking. Okay.
Okay, right, so for our second activity of 3, we're going to look at foot-eye coordination today. Alright, so we're going to be using one of our pairs of socks rolled up into a ball. We're going to have 4 different colours around the outside of our basket, and Mr. Morris is going to show us what I would like us to do. So you're going to start with the ball or the ball of socks at your feet in the middle near the basket. Okay, and all you're going to do is you're going to dribble, keeping close control of that ball to one of the colours that I shall. Once you get there, you're going to do a little volley and try to drop the socks.
With Beaver Primary is watching, okay, so hi, hello to everyone at Beaver Primary for watching. Well done for you guys getting involved. Okay, make sure to like and share, okay, so other schools across the borough, not just in Oldham, okay, can have a go at this lesson. Okay, so shout out to Beaver Primary.
Okay, so little dribbles, keeping close control of that ball to a colour, and then you're going to turn around and you're going to try and drop it and kick it with your strongest foot and try and make it land in the basket. If you get it in the basket, you can have 2 points. If you hit the basket, you can have 1. Okay, so Adam, or Mr. Morris, can you dribble to the red, please? Red, 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 red. Good control. Fantastic, unlucky. Now dribble to the yellow. So we're thinking about different skills that we could be using in football here. So that's one point, Mr. Morris, well done. Green now, please. Quickly, quick. Fantastic. Oh, that is it. I'll give you that one. Go on then. Blue, quick, smash it again. Good
Hey.
effort, fantastic. 2 points there, Mr. Morris. Well done. Over to yellow now, last one. Good shot, okay. So Mr. Morris scored 6 points there, alright? And if you look carefully, he's using really close control with that ball of socks and he's keeping it close to himself. This can be used in football to avoid being tackled when you're playing against the opposition, alright? So to improve it now and to progress the skill a little bit further, I'm going to let Mr. Morris have a go with his weaker foot. So this time, instead of using his right foot, he's going to try and volley it with his left foot, okay?
We've also got St. Patrick's watching at their school as well. Okay, I know Mr. Beasley is at St. Patrick's.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sure they'd love to see you this morning on their lesson.
Okay, are you ready, Mr. Morris?
I am, yes.
3, 2, 1, go! To the green! Off you go! Left foot, left foot, left foot! Oh! Go to the blue now! Keep really close control, well done, Mr. Morris. Unlucky. To the red one! Keep going, keep going, keep going, don't give up!
I think you can tell this is my weaker foot.
Oh, lucky! Yellow then! Last one!
Hey.
Oh, 1 point, well done. Okay, we're going to do one more progression. We're going to make it into a bit of a competition now. Okay, so when Mr. Morris dribbles to a colour that I shout, if he hits it with his right foot, which is his stronger one, he's going to get 1 point. If it goes in or it hits it, he's only going to get 1 point. If he takes it with his left foot, however, he's going to get 3 points if he manages to get it and hit the basket. All
What
right.
about if I try with my knees and my head?
We're going to come to that. If you use your knees and your head as a bit of a trick shot, you can have 5 points. Okay. So if you want to go for it, you want to play that risk, you can do. All right. You've got 20 seconds on the clock. Miss Whitehead's going to count 20 seconds. Are you ready? Green, go. Oh, blue, fast as you can. Oh, try and keep close control. Oh, that's 5 points. Red, go, 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 go. Not long left, not long left.
Hey!
Oh, that's another 5. Green.
And
And stop there. I'll let you have it. It wasn't the motion of it, but I'll let you have it. 15 points for Mr. Morris. So, if you're trying at your school or at home, comment in the comment section below with how many you scored, and we'll see if you can beat Mr. Morris's big score of 15. Okay, Miss Whitehead is now going to continue with our third and final skill. We're going to be looking now at some striking.
okay, what we're going to do now, you're going to need your pillow or your cushion on something that is a little bit raised. So if you're at home, the perfect thing would be your sofa. Okay, we've got a chair, you need your basket and one of your colours as one of your targets. And you need 3 pairs of socks, 1 per target. Okay, the first thing you are going to be doing is hand-eye coordination and striking the socks with your hand or the ball, whatever you've got at home. We're going to start off on the easy one, so we'll start off at this side, trying to hit into the basket. I want you to be standing sideways on, feet shoulder width apart, and I want you to be striking the object, trying to slice that massive orange in front of you in half. Okay? That's your target for today. So Mr. Beasley is going to try and strike that object. Close Mr. Beasley, and he's going to go onto the cushion where you're trying to. Perfect. He's just hit the cushion onto the target on the floor. Okay, Mr. Beasley, I'm just going to swap the basket and the
Yeah, no problem.
colour around, just so people can see how close you are getting to this target. Okay, this time we're going to progress onto striking with the object. So you might have brought a frying pan, you might have got a bat in your cupboard, you might have got hairspray or deodorant or a water bottle, anything that you can strike an object with. Mr. Beasley, what would you like to use?
I'm going to go can of hairspray.
Oh, we're going with a can of hairspray.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay, when you're thinking about this, what sport could you use something that is this shape? Okay, when we were thinking about it, it was like tennis or badminton, and then Mr. Beasley's chosen the hairspray, which is a little bit like a rounder's bat. It's a little bit longer, it could be a baseball bat. If it was even longer still, it could be a golf club. Okay, so it's just thinking about how you can use the objects around your house to strike an object with. Okay, Mr. Beasley's going to try and strike the object into the basket. Good effort, Mr. Beasley. This time it hit the target. Not quite as close on the cushion. And really close to the target on the floor. Okay, we're going to set you a challenge and Mr. Beasley a challenge. Now this is quite tricky, but you're going to decide. You can either use, Mr. Beasley, your hand, or you can use the object. You're going to have 20 seconds to try and hit as many targets as you want.
I'm going to go with my hand.
So Mr. Beasley's going with your hand. Why are you going with your hand, Mr. Beasley?
Because I feel like I've got more control with my hand rather than the object.
Fantastic. So Mr. Beasley feels like he's got more control with his hand rather than the object. Some of you out there will have more control with the object if you are a tennis player or a rounders player, or your hand-eye coordination is fantastic. Okay, Mr. Beasley, you've got 20 seconds to try and score as many points as you can. 2 for a hit, 1 for a close target. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go. Super 2. Close 1. That's 3. Fantastic. 5 points. Can we get them, Mr. Beasley?
10 seconds
Super.
left.
7. Oh, not quite.
5, 4,
Fantastic.
3,
9 points.
2, 1.
Oh, 9 points. If you can beat Mr. Beasley, please put your comments in the comments area. Like and share and try and challenge either the people that you're in school with now, the adults at home, or your brothers and sisters that might not be doing it live now. Okay, the last thing that we have got is a little bit of homework for you all. Now the homework has 3 different stages. We've got a fairly easy homework, which is with either a pair of socks or a ball you might have at home, and you are going to do a simple clap and catch. If you are outside, you can throw it higher. If you're inside, please don't be smashing the lights. So you're going to go up, clap and catch. Your target is to try and clap as many times as you can before you catch. Then we're going to do some trick shots. Mr. Beasley did one then, under his legs, clapping and catching. You might want to spin around, clap and catch. You set that target, have a little bit of fun. If you are in school, try it at break or dinner times. Okay, and the last challenge. Mr. Beasley does this in his school, so if you see him, give him a challenge. He's going to do head, shoulders, knees and toes. But you're going to do that throwing up your object. So you might want to start off just touching your head. Head, shoulders. Then it's going to head, shoulders, knees. Well done. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Oh, Mr. Beasley didn't quite succeed on this one. But the challenge is there for you to do. He's determined to try and do it.
Got it.
Fantastic. Okay, now, all I would like you to do is 1, like and share this, so as many people can see it. And 2, try and log in tomorrow and see part 2 of Miss Kirsty's High School Musical dance. And then Friday is the Maths High School Musical dance with, I think, it's Miss Kirsty and Miss Shannon. So, can I introduce, well, not introduce, can I have Mr. Adam and Mr. Morris back in? And finally, I just want to say a big thank you for watching the KS2 coordination session, and hope you tune in for the rest of the week and next week. Thank you, and see you soon.
Bye guys.